Hey everyone, just doing a bit of a pick and pack this evening for eBay. Not too much, we haven't had too much sold over the past 24 hours I guess, over this weekend. Really weird, eBay was going really strong for a little bit and then yeah, all of a sudden really died off. I've had a few things I've started to list onto eBay, probably some of the latest Facebook Marketplace pickup, all of the Babylon 5 stuff. I'll start listing some of that on eBay as well because I think we'll probably get a bit of money on there for those. I'll take you through what we have sold. It's not a lot, like I said, but at least it's something. So first up, we have this Transformers figure. I've had this absolutely yonks. I can't remember what I paid for it, but I ended up getting just $3.50. It's not complete, it is a little bit broken, as described, but $3.50 is out the door and gives me a little bit of space back. So whilst we only had one more sale, it was a big batch of bulk trade paperbacks that we've sold. So it is, I think, $117.50 we ended up taking for this lot, but it is about 6 or 7 books, and I'll take you through them. So this guy went through and grabbed a whole bunch of books. I gave him some good deals, which is why it only came to $117.50 for the whole lot. We have Scarlet, a nice big thick trade paperback there. Another copy of Booster Gold. I've sold a couple of these recently. You would have seen those come up. So again, I don't know whether there's a new movie or a TV series coming out, but we've definitely sold a few of those recently. Next up, I guess maybe because it's Halloween coming up, we've got Little Monsters Volume 1. And then we have Die, Die, Die Volumes 1 and 2. I quite like the artwork on these ones, they look pretty cool. Then maybe sticking with the Halloween theme, we have Witchfinder, Sir Edward Grey. This one looks kind of interesting too. And a couple of Philadelphia's. I think it's volumes 4 and 2, I think. Yeah, volumes 2 and 4. And then Radiant Red as well. So a nice stack of trade paperbacks there. It'll be nice and easy to get wrapped up. We'll stick them in a couple of cardboard mailers and then maybe bubble wrap them and stick them into a large envelope. So it won't take me too long. I say I've really just been working through some of the eBay listings that I've had lying around, having a bit of a tidy up. I'll try and get a couple of shows scheduled this week. If not, definitely there'll be one probably next Saturday, so watch out for that. Latest video's up as well, so hopefully you're all watching that and enjoying it. Good day everybody, it's the morning after the night before. We had the massive Whatnot show last night with all of the rest of the gaming bits and pieces from the big bulk buy off Facebook. Ended up selling pretty much all of the games. I think we're in a really good spot now on the games. Haven't totaled it up, but yeah, I think it was around 600 bucks in terms of revenue, so that was pretty good. This little stack here is all we've got left of the game, so this one little tub. So I'll probably end up just lotting those up and checking them on the bay. Still got a bunch of accessories, and we've still got all of the consoles and bits and pieces. So most of the consoles now I think I'll start listing on eBay. We'll try and get rid of them that way. I still think we're going to make some good profit there, so I'm pretty happy with that. There is no massive mess to clean up this week, which I'm really happy about. I picked up these little tubs from Kmart, I think, for $4.50 a piece. And then I've just been sticking everybody's name on the front, and then they all just start stacking all of their purchases into them, and then when I'm finished I can just stack them up like this, which is pretty good. And I've got a whole bunch of other tubs, but I think I'll go out and grab a few more of these at $4.50 a piece. I think that's a good deal, and they are stackable, and then they collapse flat once you don't need them anymore, so it's really good for storage. And that worked out really well. It was really easy just to drop people's things into baskets. So still working through trying to find the best way of doing things with Whatnot. Definitely on this side of stuff I think I've got the processes down pat now. The finance side is still not super straightforward in terms of getting that information, at least immediately. Once it goes into the ledger and stuff, you can do an export, which I'm then finding it easy to go through. Still working on the back end processes, but in terms of the shows, I think I'm pretty much there now with my setup, which is really cool. Do have another show on Saturday. Hopefully everybody can get out to that one as well. And that's going to be the Babylon 5 and Star Trek lot. So a whole bunch of carded stuff there. So I'm excited to see what people think of that as we start going through it. We have had a bunch of sales overnight on eBay. Nothing amazing, but it's good to see those sales are coming through. I'll take you through those now. All right, the first thing we had come through was a bunch of these like Judge Dredd 2000 AD magazine comics. There's 4 or 5 in this lot. It's like a sealed bag like the newsagent would have got. I've got a whole bunch of these. Kind of trying to stay up on the price. I don't really want to drop the price because I think they're fairly collectible. Ended up taking $35 for, was it 4 or 5 issues, which I think is really good. Okay, next up we've got a whole bunch of these Sweet Paprika comic books. These are all the variant covers, and some of these covers are super cool, and I can see why the person chose these ones in particular. We've got issue 11, issue 12, probably my least favourite cover out the lot, issue 9, and issue 10. So some cool covers there. Oh, there was one more, and this was another issue 10. It's probably my favourite cover, I think. Pretty cool. So that was 5 books in total. They're all heading off to the wonderful world of France, which was kind of cool. I didn't know whether they're going to pay the postage on that, but I did do the combined shipping for them. Ended up getting $37.50 for that set of 5, which I think is pretty good. We'll probably make a little bit on the international postage too. Next up, the Weird and Wonderful continues to sell. We have this golden pan flutes 20 favorites with a very sexy looking lady on the front. I have no idea what kind of, maybe someone's bought it for the cover. I don't know, this makes me think of Mr. Sampy, if you're watching. If you're not following him on the Whatnots, go follow Sampy. He's got a whole bunch of Weird and Wonderful cards. This looks like one of the cards he might sell. Yeah, so that ended up selling $5 plus postage. That'll go just in a cardboard mailer with some stamps. And then we have extended edition of The Hobbit, this edition of Smaug on DVD. This came out of the Star Wars, a brief lot that I picked up recently, so it's nice to see stuff going from there as well. So we had the book yesterday and then this today. So they've only been listed a short while. It will hopefully take us, this should just tip us into profit on that lot. And we did get $17.50 for this, so that's pretty cool as well. So a nice few sales overnight. I'm going to get those packed up and we'll get them out the door. Hopefully we'll have a few more sales over the weekend as well as the Whatnot show to bring our total revenue up quite healthily, I think. All right, let me get them packed away. I'll catch you a bit later on. Hey, just jumping back in. We had another sale come through just as I was packing up the other bits and pieces that I showed you this morning. Interestingly, all those pieces that I showed you this morning, other than the CD, were all international sales, which I didn't realise. I knew one was off to New Zealand. I knew one was off to France, but another one went off to New Zealand, and then one went off to the UK as well, which was pretty good. It meant that we made a few extra dollars on the international postage because of the band discounts. So we've had this Firefly River Run by Just Wedding come through. It's hardback. It's out of the trade paperback lot. We're well into profit on that lot now, so this is all profit. You only get $10 on this. I thought it might have gone a little bit better, considering it is Firefly from the TV series. I know it's a little bit of a cult following as well. But I'll take $10. It's nice and easy to pack, straight into an envelope, and away it'll go. Okay, I'm going to jump and get that done, and then head out to the post office. Good day, everybody. It's the morning after the night before again. Yeah, so we ran the Babylon 5 show last night. Didn't end up selling too much. Ran for about 2 hours. There wasn't a heap of interest, but we did end up selling a few bits and pieces, which was really nice. So thanks for everybody who came out and supported that show. We had a few people come through, maybe a little bit too niche. Maybe the prices were just a little bit too steep. But I'll probably end up listing a whole bunch of that on eBay because I think it's probably going to sell better there. Maybe we'll run another show in the future once we've got our dollars back and give everybody even a better deal. So these are the bits and pieces that we ended up selling. I think we ended up selling 3 of the carded figures, the Star Wars micro machines, and then a bunch of the cars, so the Pro Rods, Johnny Lightning, and then a few of the pencils and the pencil toppers, which is kind of cool to see go. The room is in a bit of a state. I need to have a bit of a clean up. I'm probably going to end up just listing stuff and then putting it back in the big box as we go through. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch more to put onto eBay. We have had a whole bunch of stuff sell on eBay over the weekend as well, which has been really cool. I'll take you through that now. So the first thing we ended up selling was this Pokemon, I'm pretty sure it's a Switch controller, wired Switch controller with the Pikachu design on there. That ended up going for $19 plus postage, which is pretty cool. That came out of a storage unit, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, storage unit number 5 that we did. So I think we're probably in profit on that lot already. Next up we have this Corona, I think it's a Corona hat. It's brand new, it's got the cardboard inside. $5 plus postage on that one, just to get it out the door. Next up we have this Batman Imaginext boat, which is kind of cool. It's got like these pop-up guns on the front. So that's pretty cool. I ended up just taking $7.50 for that. It actually came out of a free piece. That's one of the things that I found inside a bulk rubbish collection lot. So that was cool to see go as well. It's all profit. Then we've had comics continue to sell. So we had this selection of Fantastic Four. I think it's issue 30 through 39 perhaps. There's only 6 issues there, so there must be some missing. Ended up taking an offer on those for $20 plus postage. Let's do a repeat buyer as well. So good to see people coming back. Then I started listing some of this, some of the consoles that we had out of that big bulk lot. This sold almost instantly. I had it up for $100, took an offer of $90 straight away. So that one will be out the door for $90. This N64, just with the power pack in the back, no other accessories. I've got a few more of those to sell. I think I've got 3 more N64s, so hopefully we can shift them all very quickly around that $100 price point, and start to, I think we're well over halfway to getting our money back on that lot now. So if we start selling these bigger items, the consoles, I'm sure we'll get there very soon. Next up is a DVD. We have Power Rangers Mystic Force. This is Legendary Castaros Volume 2. DVDs really don't sell well for me at all. And these are super slow movers for me. So, but it's good to see one going. $5 plus postage on that one. Then the last sale from eBay over the weekend has been this issue number 1 of the New Warriors from 1990. So a fairly old one. Well, this is what, 30 years old now, I guess. 35 years old. Ended up getting $4 plus postage on that one. I think that's a fantastic cover as well. I've got a few more of these, so I've done a sale similar, and that's back up for sale. So one of the great things I found with Whatnot is the community that's around it. I've met a whole bunch of other resellers, and it's led to some interesting conversations. Out of that, I've managed to pick up another sale, which was a direct sale, which is really cool. So we ended up selling the GameCube and the Dreamcast, both not working for parts. So we got $170 for the pair, which I think is pretty good, and again brings us closer and closer to profitability on that massive lot of computer games. All the other stuff here, so all of this stuff here is the stuff that we've got to post out today from the Gaming Whatnot show over the weekend. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that needs to get packed. So this is going to be my afternoon, and then I'll get onto listing some of the Babylon 5 stuff. So yeah, lots of work to get done. I will maybe check back in with you once we're packed and give you a look at the stack that we've built. All right, ciao for now. Happy Monday, everybody. Back again to show you what we've sold over the past 24 hours. It's been pretty busy on the eBay. Things have gone a little bit nuts. I don't know whether it's because I've started listing a whole bunch of more expensive items. Yeah, we've definitely been selling a whole bunch more. Managed to get the postage out today as well, so that big lot went out. I've just got one more parcel to post, so hopefully get that done this evening along with this lot. I'll take you through the bits and pieces we've had on eBay, and then I'll show you a brand new exciting pickup that we've had as well. So the first sale we've had is this Boys Volume 3, I think it is, trade paperback. I thought these would have gone a little bit quicker considering the popularity they had with the TV show. Maybe that's kind of gone and done now, but still ended up getting $32.50 for this, plus postage, which is a pretty good deal, I think. Okay, then we had another N64. Again, this sold super quick. I think, yeah, I took an offer of this. I think it was listed for 100, accepted the offer at 88. So I sold one, I think it was over the weekend for 90, and this one's gone for 88. almost instantaneously. So I think I've got 2 more of these, so I'm hoping we should get another, you know, $90, $180 for those. But yeah, that was $88 plus postage, which I think was good. Now this sale surprised me. It is a allegedly working Dreamcast with the controller, the VMU unit, and all of its kind of audio and video cables, plus a power pack. I listed this at $375 and got full asking price for it, which I was quite surprised about. So, and that was an almost instant sale as well. Listed, sold within 24 hours, which is really cool. I'm always nervous about shipping electronics, but we'll take the risk. We'll see how it goes. So those 2 sales are both out of the big gaming unit that we had, that we did the big show on Whatnot with. So it's really good to see the console starting to sell now. That pile's getting smaller and smaller by the day, and we're probably, I don't know, 3/4 of the way to profit maybe. So I'm sure with the rest of the bits and pieces that we've got, you know, we've still got the Xbox Series X, for example, which is probably $500-600 worth. So we should make profit very soon, and then yeah, maybe we'll do another Whatnot show and share the spoils. Then the final sale that we've had come through over the past 24 hours, actually just probably in the past half an hour or so, are these Ms. Marvel comics out of the 3400 lot. We've got $8 plus postage for the pair. I think it's a little bit weird that maybe all your deals come at once. I'm definitely running into a storage issue at the moment with all the bits and pieces I've been buying. But I saw another lot today on Facebook Marketplace that I thought we could probably flip for a profit. I did a couple of quick comps and there was a couple of pieces that caught my eye. I'll show you what we've picked up, and we'll have a game of kind of spot the find and see if you can pick up what I saw. So ignore maybe all the other bits and pieces that are on the desk. We're really just looking at the transformery type stuff, these little plastic models. I think there's 50 figures in total. Some look pretty good from the early 2000s. Some I think might be McDonald's pieces. I really like the little tiny ones that we've got here. I think they're pretty cool. Some of the bigger figures. Came with a bunch of weapons and bits and pieces, so I need to find out which models they go to. A couple of manuals as well to go with it. Yeah, some really nice pieces. So was there anything there that kind of caught your eye? I haven't comped everything. There was just a couple of pieces that I did comp. Right, time's up. There's these 2 pieces here. Now they're not Transformers. Pretty sure they are Power Rangers. I've seen this figure complete go for around 300 to 400, I think, sold comps, and this one probably for about 150. This guy seems pretty complete. He's got his weapon, all his bits and pieces there. I need to do a little bit of a look-see just to make sure we're not missing anything. But even still, I'm still thinking we'll probably be able to get around $100 for him. This one, again, I need to check to see what parts he's missing. But yeah, I'm hoping for, you know, at least $100 for him as well. I think he's Bandai Megazord or something, I think they're called. But these 2 pieces is what caught my eye when I saw the lot. Hopefully they'll probably pay for more than what I paid for the unit, and then whatever we get for the rest of these figures will all be pure profit. Maybe this is something I can run on the Whatnots. I'll do the comps and see where we're at. If it's all kind of, you know, fairly low range stuff, then I'll just run a whole bunch of $2 auctions, and what we get is what we get, because hopefully most of the profit will be made off those 2 figures. So I thought that was pretty cool. It was like a 40-minute trip to get there and then a 40-minute trip to get back because I got caught up in traffic after work, but I think it was worth it. Again, I'll do the comps again as I list, and we'll see where we're at. All right, I'm going to get the eBay stuff packed away, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao for now. Hey everyone, just a quick update today. I think my battery's running out on my mic, so I want to get it done before that happens. A couple of sales overnight, one good one meh. So this is what we had sold. Again, another N64 instant sale, $100 out the door, exactly what it did on the last one. I've got one more left, so I'll get that listed this evening, and hopefully, yeah, we'll have another sale of that overnight. The other sale that we had, and I thought I'd sold this in one of the Whatnot shows, but yeah, it went on to sell last night. $5 postage on this little Ben 10 figure. Nice, quick, easy sale. I got a little mailer, and he'll be off to his new home. I do have a couple of other sales that are pending, some comics and bits and pieces, so hopefully they'll come through this evening. I'll get those packed up and away as well. Hey everybody, just checking in with what's sold on eBay over the past 24 hours or so. Did have a sale yesterday, just another trade paperback, which I didn't show you. I just wanted to get it packed up and away this morning. Had another sale as well. I sold the last N64 last night as well. In my haste, I got that packed up today because I managed to find a box that actually fitted it. That went for $90 plus $25 postage. So that was pretty good, and that's the last of the N64s from the Facebook Marketplace pickup. So we're now probably 75% towards profitability on that, and we've still got a whole bunch of cool stuff to sell. I was actually looking at maybe offloading the Series X to EB Sports, EB Games. I think they're offering 600-ish, 597 maybe. So it might be worth me trading it in there, possibly. I mean, maybe buying a whole bunch of Pokemons. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, definitely that'll take us into profit, I would think. We've had a few more sales on the eBay. I'll take you through those. So it always seems that we have a few of the same type of items come through at the same time, but to different sellers. So we've got another sweet paprika here. This is the black, white and pink version. We had a sale of sweet paprika the other day, and then this one's gone on to sell today. So not really sure if there's something going on in the world of sweet paprika, but we've got the sale, and that was $5 plus postage for that one. There now, the trade paperback lot, we have the Magician's New Class trade paperback. Don't know too much about this one. Took an offer at $12.50 plus postage. And then I've sold a whole batch of comics to a guy. Sold a couple of these Daredevils, 292 and 293 from the 90s. I sold this variant edition of Power Rangers Universe. We sold DCU Holiday Special 2009, nice one shot. We sold this Batman One Bad Day Mr. Freeze #1, a one shot as well. So all of those, we've got about $30 plus postage. I did do him a deal on the postage, and eBay was just being a bit of a pain in terms of doing the invoicing. So I'm not sure exactly how much it worked out on, but it was definitely around the $30 mark, plus including postage for those. So not too bad. It keeps the sales trickling through. So at the moment I'm just listing up some of the Transformers bits and pieces. I did list up probably the Sentinel from the Babylon 5 lot, but that'll probably be me for the next couple of weeks, just listing all that stuff onto the eBay, at least until we're breaking to profit, and then I might think about scheduling some shows and running those for cheap. Alright, let me get all this packed away, and hopefully we'll have more sales over the next few days. Ciao for now.